Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sammy Ketchum, and welcome back to Sammy Ketchum TCG. Alright guys, today I'm going to be bringing you another Darkness Ablaze deck profile. Alright, this time we're going to be taking a look at Snorlax Vmax. Yeah, that is right, Snorlax Vmax. Alright, this deck hits big and it hits hard, and you'll be surprised that this deck can actually work well in a Darkness Ablaze format, along with Eternatus, along with Centiskorch, along with Snorlax Vmax. This deck can hold its own, and I'm going to show you just how exactly it can do that. You know, I've been looking through cards and I've been playtesting, and I saw this and I'm just like, you guys are sleeping on Snorlax Vmax, and I don't know why. You know, and the reason why I thought about Snorlax Vmax is because we have the new powerful colorless energy coming out in the Darkness Ablaze set that basically gives colorless Pokemon an extra 20 damage when you attach it to a colorless Pokemon. So you have that paired up with a Vitality Band, you know, paired up with maybe a couple of Zigzagoon pings, and you're hitting like 240, 250. You're hitting good damage. You're hitting good damage here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, let's jump into it. Yeah. Alright. Here he is, the big show himself, Snorlax Vmax. Alright. Snorlax Vmax has a whopping 340 HP. So he's really definitely hard to knock out, you know. Not even Eternatus Vmax can one-shot him. I mean, Eternatus is only doing 270. So, you know, it's going to take a little while to knock this big boy out. Alright? And its only attack, Gmax Fall, for 3 colorless. It automatically does 60 damage. Alright? And then it does 30 more damage for each Pokemon on your bench. I mean, that's pretty simple, right? So you have 5 bench Pokemon, that's 210 damage. Okay? So you're sitting at 210. And then you sit there and you Welder 2 energies to them. Of course you use Welder. And then you attach energy for the turn, which would be a powerful colorless energy. You know. Which adds 20 more damage. And then you sit there and add a Vitality Band, which adds another 10 damage. So now you're hitting 230, 240. If you include Zigzagoon pings, that's even more damage. So this is hitting a considerable amount of damage. And all you have to do is just get a full bench, which is not hard to do. I think this is very underrated right now. Alright, we have ourselves 3 copies of Snorlax V. Alright, 220 HP. I really don't feel like I really need to talk about Snorlax V's attacks because we're really not going to get to use them, you know. So, I'm just going to, you know, show them off here, and we're just going to go to the next card. Alright. We have ourselves 3 copies of Volcanion. Alright. Volcanion has 130 HP. It's basically in here for its first attack. Alright. For 1 energy. If you're going second, which this deck will basically be mostly doing. If you're going second, you, instead of attaching 1 energy to him, you will attach 3 energies from your deck to one of your bench Pokemon. So that is very, very good. I mean, it attaches 1 automatically, but if you're going second, it attaches 3. That is big. So this could instantly power up a Snorlax V right on the spot. You know what I'm saying? That is absolutely amazing. You know, where all these other big VMAX Pokemon are using 4 energy attacks and things like that, this instantly can power up a Snorlax V and have it ready on the next turn. Alright. 2 copies of the Dedenne GX. Alright. It's in here for its Day-Day Change ability. Alright. Play it from your hand, discard your hand, and draw 6 cards. This is, you know, the draw support. You gotta have good draw support. And these are the chunky babies, the chunky ones. Alright. Here's the other draw power in the deck, Crobat V. Alright. When you play it from your hand, you can draw up to 6 cards. That's the ability. Alright. So, very good draw support. Alright. 2 copies of Zigzagoon. Alright. This is what I'm talking about. This Zigzagoon can help you get some extra, you put some extra damage on the board. You know, help you hit maybe like 240, 250, 260. Sit there and ping and get that damage in. Alright. You really only need like 2. And the reason why I say that is because with this deck, since you only can have 5 bench Pokemon, you really only need 1 Zigzagoon down. And then after that, you can just go scoop up net, scoop up net, scoop up net, scoop up net. And then just keep pinging, you know, like that. But this is very, very good for getting in, you know, that extra little damage you need. Four copies of Welder. Alright. You can basically attach 2 energies from your hand to one of your Pokemon, and you get to draw 3 cards. Alright. So this is very good. This instantly attaches 2 energies to your Snorlax Vmax, and you draw 3 cards. And then your 3rd energy for the turn probably either be another fire energy or a powerful colorless energy. You know, and he's powered up. You know, plain and simple. This card is basically your energy acceleration and a little bit of draw. Three copies of Professor's Research. Professor's Research is good in here because, I mean, you're not going to welder all the time, you know. I mean, you get off 2 welders and attaching, you know, the 2 Snorlax Vs, he's powered up basically. you don't really need to do anything else. So Professor's Research is going to be really good here. Discard your hand and draw 7. You know, help you find your other pieces and things that you need. Alright, 2 copies of Boss's Orders. Alright, you can bring up one of your opponent's Pokemon from the bench to their active spot. This will help you get those key knockouts. If you've damaged your opponent before and they've retreated it to the bench, you know, you can Boss's Orders it back up and get that knockout. You know. One copy of Mallow and Lana. Alright. Mallow and Lana allows you to switch out your Pokemon. And if you discard 2 cards, you can also switch them out and heal 120 damage from them. This is really good since Snorlax Vmax is a really big Pokemon. Healing that damage off is going to be really good, and then you get to attack with him for at least a little bit longer. It's the big bad show tonight, y'all. Alright, 4 copies of Quick Ball. Discard a card from your hand and search your deck for a basic Pokemon added to your hand. This can search out everything except for Snorlax Vmax, which is very good. Alright. So this is your basic search for everything except for Snorlax Vmax. Really good. Alright. 3 quick balls. Not quick balls. 3 great balls. Alright. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck and get a Pokemon and add it to your hand. And then shuffle your deck. This is very good. Very good quick search. Very good search to get out your Pokemon, you know, to find what you need. Self-explanatory. You need to search. You really need to search to thin your deck out. Alright, 2 copies of Pokemon Communication. Alright, swap a Pokemon in your hand for 1 in your deck. You know, and then shuffle. This will help you find your Snorlax Vmaxes. Or you could swap it, you know, swap one of your Pokemon back in your hand for Crobat or Dedenne. Or, you know, just about anything that you would need, you know, in that certain situation. Two copies of Evolution Incense. Alright. This will directly go search for your Snorlax Vmaxes and put them into play on the Pokemon. So I like the 2-2 split of the Communication and Incense. You know, I think the 2-2 split is really good. Alright, 4 copies of Switch. Switch out your active or one of your bench Pokemon. You definitely need switches in this deck. You need to switch out to get your Volcanion in the active spot in the early game. And then you also sometimes need to switch out your Snorlaxes. You know, so You know, still very good. Alright, 4 copies of Scoop Up Net. These are for your Zigzagoons. Alright, so you can sit there and ping with your Zigzagoons and get that extra damage in. You know, that 240, 250, 260, that extra damage that you need to basically put you over the top and help you get those KOs. Alright. Oh, also, this is also good with Volcanion, because since Volcanion is a non-V, non-GX, you can also use this to scoop up the Volcanion to bring out the Snorlax Vmax from the bench when it's powered up. Also, you can do this on a Zigzagoon that's active and pick it up, bring out something from the bench so you can attack with it. So alright, 2 copies of Vitality Band. This is another card that when you attach it, this gives you an extra damage. You know, when you damage your opponent. This is very good with Snorlax Vmax because, like, with 5 bench Pokemon, he's only hitting for 210. You attach this, he's hitting for 220. Then you attach the powerful Colorless energy, that's 20 more damage. So, you know, it adds up. It really does add up, and it is really, really solid. So, 2 Vitality Bands. Give you that extra damage. Two copies of Giant Hearth. Alright. Discard a card from your hand to search your deck for 2 fire energies and add them to your hand. Alright. This will basically help you get the energies you need for Welder, to help you power up your Snorlax Vmaxes. Alright. Three copies of powerful Colorless energy. Alright. When you attach this to a Colorless Pokemon, it basically gives it 20 more damage. Well, it adds 20 more damage to the attack. You know. But yeah. So this is very good with Snorlax Vmax because you get extra damage. That extra damage basically helps it carry over. Makes 210 into 230. You know. Very, very good. Oh, and of course, this stacks. So if you have 2, then it does 40 more damage. Of course. And then we have ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fire energy. Alright. Now, I was gonna opt to take out 2 energies for 2 fire crystals, but I would rather have the energy in the deck so I would be able to have more energy and search it out. Because if I sit there and go Volcanion and attach 3 to my Snorlax, you know, I don't have that many energy left in the deck for me to find, you know, when I'm like drawing or when I'm when I'm looking, when I'm drawing cards and looking for energy, and that, that'll be a big risk. So I would rather have, you know, I'd rather have the energy so I could be able to find them. Alright guys, that is the deck. This deck is, I think this deck really has potential, hitting for at least, 230, 240, getting in there with that big damage. This deck could really hold its own against the big decks in Darkness Ablaze. I'm telling you, don't sleep on this, because it's the big show. Alright guys, like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you take care of yourself and each other.